Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Summit. I'm Brandy Rose. Today we have a very special episode in store for you all. We're joined by Christian Brown and Braedon Greenwood, two of the graduating seniors of this year's Roadrunners hockey team. In this week's edition of the Power Play, Christian and Braedon will be sharing their experiences from their time with the team, offering us a unique perspective on their journey as student athletes. These two players have been instrumental to their strong season en route to nationals, stepping up as leaders both on and off of the ice. Their experience and skill have helped guide this team through tough matchups and crucial moments, inspiring their teammates to perform at their best, proving to be the heart of their team. Their dedication to the game and commitment to their fellow Roadrunners have set a positive example for the entire organization. In 29 games played in the 2023-24 season, Brown has recorded 6 goals and 5 assists, totaling 11 points, tallying a total of 41 points, including 17 goals and 24 assists in his time as a Roadrunner. Proving to be a consistent contributor on the ice throughout the season, he showcased his ability to score and move the puck to facilitate his team. Brown's performance has been crucial in helping his team secure victories throughout the regular season and in their tournament appearances. Fellow senior Braedon Greenwood racked up a grand total of 33 points, 14 goals and 19 assists at MSU Denver. He finished this year's regular season with 8 points, including 2 assists and 6 goals, including a game winner at DU. Greenwood was a key contributor in this team's success, consistently creating scoring opportunities and applying pressure defensively, elevating the play of himself and his teammates. These two players showcased exceptional leadership skills and dedication to their craft all year, inspiring their teammates to perform at a high level and setting a positive example both in and out of the rink. Their commitment to each other and to Roadrunner hockey was evident in every game they played throughout their Roadrunner careers. Be sure to stick around because after the break, we'll be joined by both Brown and Greenwood, who will provide us with their experiences as Roadrunners. Welcome back. Joining us now are graduating seniors and MSU hockey alum, Christian Brown and Braedon Greenwood. Fellas, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Of course.
great. Thank you.
Of course, it's an honor. So first thing I want to know, can you guys tell me what your favorite memory in a Roadrunner jersey is?
For me, I don't know, I'm sure we might have some similar answers, but for me it was beating Utah State during regionals to get that nationals bid. That was just something that it took a while to get there. We lost against Montana State the first year, Utah State the second year to get to nationals, and then we finally beat them the third year. So getting that ticket was really cool.
Yeah, I think getting to nationals was kind of the peak of our excitement for our careers. I enjoyed remembering my first game at UNC. We beat them 12-2, I think it was. I had like 3 or 4 points, and it was like one of my first games as a Roadrunner. So that was really exciting. Kind of set the tone for the rest of my career. But also just being around the boys on bus trips and stuff, it's my favorite times.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the camaraderie is probably the best part about your guys' team. So with that, how would you guys say like being a college hockey player has shaped your experience as students here at MSU Denver?
It's just like it's a way to like enhance your school experience. So I mean, there's a lot of clubs and stuff at MSU Denver. So it was nice to find something that I can enjoy. But yeah, I really didn't meet a whole lot of people just in classes and stuff. Everyone I met was through the hockey team. So it kind of like gave me a college experience, you could say. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, for me, it was more about kind of what I was missing when I transferred here. So being able to like get on the ice when I did right after transferring to Metro, it kind of filled that void that I had that I was missing. So yeah, a lot of it really was just, it kind of became my identity just as a student, was just to be a hockey player as well, which is kind of what I was missing.
Yeah, and both as students and as hockey players, would you guys have any advice to upcoming freshmen that want to join the team?
I would just say don't take anything for granted. You only get 4 years of it, 5 with a COVID year. But anyways, it flies by. You're going to meet so many people that, are going to be your best friends for your entire life. And just, yeah, don't take anything for granted and cherish every moment.
Yeah, Braedon kind of said it all. No, I would say just know your role on the team. It's a great group of guys every year in and year out, and I think just finding your role and finding a way to be an asset for success every day at the rink is your biggest job.
Yeah, and you guys kind of touched on this, but I'm just curious, like, how did you guys personally balance being both like a student athlete and a student here?
I'm just naturally a procrastinator, so
I get it.
like honestly, like hockey really helped with just like kind of disciplining me to like make sure I actually like get
Stay
my
on top of
assignments
it.
turned in
Right.
and stuff like that. Because I mean, either way, I still did it last minute and everything. I got everything in, but yeah, I think hockey is just, especially like in high school too, and then in college, it's really good for like disciplining kids and making sure that they turn in their stuff. Because if they want to play, they're gonna get all that homework and everything they need to do, and if they don't, they're just not gonna do it. So.
Right. Just keeping you on top of it.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. At times I really didn't do that too well. So,
I'm the same way. I get it.
but yeah, I think for me it was just delegating time outside of hockey to do schoolwork and stuff. I tended to put it on the back burner at times, which isn't always the greatest thing, but just making sure I met deadlines and got all the work done. Sometimes I would end up doing homework before practice or whatever at the rink. So just fitting in time for school really around hockey.
Yeah, and I mean, not only as students, have you guys felt like being on this team has really contributed to your personal growth at all?
Um, yeah, I think like for me, it kind of like I guess you could say like I broke out of my shell,
Yeah.
like in a sense, but just like talking with all the boys, like joking around, stuff like that, like it kind of like makes you more social, I guess, because
Right.
if you're not a social person and you're on a hockey team or any team, like it's gonna bring you out and it's gonna make you more
Right.
social. So
Yeah.
I don't know, that kind of helped me with where I'm at in my life. So.
We'd love to hear it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think honestly, it's just all about being around the guys, kind of like what Braden said. Like when you're around that kind of group, it's really easy to become a better person. Just the way the guys carry themselves and stuff, it makes you want to be a part of that and be one with that group. So yeah, just ultimately having that character aspect. You know.
Yeah. And it definitely sounds like the brotherhood that you guys have is what really sets this team apart. But if you guys had to say, is there anything else that really sets this team apart, or is it just really rooted in that brotherhood and that connection that you guys all have?
I think it's the biggest thing that sets us apart is just like our drive to win. We're always looked down on by like the CU, the CSUs, the DUs, like whoever it might be. Those bigger universities are always gonna look down on us and kind of not like treat us the same since we're not like the biggest university. So
Right.
just kind of proving to everyone we've kind of established that we are here to win. And we made it to nationals, top 16 out of 185. So there's a reason why we were there.
Absolutely. What about anything else that sets you guys apart? Your program.
Yeah, that's a great point. Just going into games knowing we're going to get the best game possible from our opponents. I think a big thing for us too is that we don't, the coaches and the players alike, we don't really tolerate guys who want to put themselves above the team,
Right.
and that's a really big thing for our culture. Is just pulling on the same rope and having the same goals, and putting that team aspect before yourselves every time you're at the rink.
Yeah. And as seniors, though, what do you guys hope that your legacy that you leave for upcoming players is, if you had to say?
Um, I just hope that when I'm not in the locker room, all the boys are gonna be like, "Oh wow, I wish I knew this guy."
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, you just want to be an icon. You just want
yeah,
them to remember you forever.
basically.
Yeah.
I think I already am. I've got like
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus status in that locker room.
We'd love to
So
see it. Yeah, that's neat.
yeah.
What any other legacy, or do you
Yeah,
want you
spoken-
kind of in the same space? You just want to be an icon. You want them to have like your picture like mounted on the wall.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
locker room.
spoken like a true humble man. I'm not like a point getter or anything. I think I would just want to leave a legacy of just being a good teammate, having good sportsmanship, kind of just carrying myself the way that you know guys want to be looked at when they walk into the locker room and stuff. Just a good friend, someone you can count on. That's kind of my legacy for the team.
Yeah, and you wanted to be like a role model. It sounds like both of you are saying. So speaking of role models, I'm assuming that you guys watch a lot of hockey outside of just college level. So if you
Yes.
guys had who let me just ask, who is your guys' favorite team? Who do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Avs.
Colorado Avalanche, of
Beautiful.
course.
So, do you have any favorite players on the Avs or NHL players in general that you guys look up to or model your game after or enjoy watching?
Yeah, there's a few. I try to model myself after like Nate McKinnon. He's
Great
my
answer.
favorite.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's a reason he's in the NHL and I'm not. So I try my best to model, but
Yeah.
it's like when Play-Doh falls over, you know. It
Yeah.
just
Don't
crumbles apart.
don't sell yourself short. You grow. Hey, it's okay. We all love Nathan McKinnon. I can't go out there and skate like Nathan McKinnon either. I can't even get on the ice. So
That's
you guys are 100 times better than I'm.
I mean, yeah, he's just in a league of his own. He's crazy.
He absolutely is. What was your reaction to him losing that point streak on a technicality the other night?
Right? You said it best on a technicality because the next day, I think it was like Florida versus Boston. One of the Florida
I
players.
think it was Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was the same play and the dude got an assist. So.
Yeah. They're just rooting on our downfall because they know that we're going to win it all.
100%.
What about you? Any NHL players that you enjoy watching or maybe model your game after at all?
Well, growing up, it was always Joe Sakic for me. So, I mean, I stick to pretty much, rooting for the Avalanche. So I would say Nathan McKinnon, he never stops moving his feet. That's something I really try to focus on this past year. Just constantly moving. I would say if there's any player on the Avs, though, like I probably fill an Andrew Cogliano role, which I'm very happy with. Ross Colton role, yeah. But
solid vets,
Yeah. I would like to say I can model my game a little bit after Valeri Nichushkin, too. He's a big body. He gets in front of the net. That's kind of my role. Screen the goalie, make plays happen in the dirty areas, and so
come up clutch for your team.
If I can,
absolutely. I love to hear it, and I have more of a silly one for you guys, more of a fun one. So, say hypothetically they're making a movie about this year's Roadrunner hockey team. Who's gonna play you guys? You had to pick anybody in the world.
So I've always been told I look like Emil Hirsch, and like do a little, side by side right here. But
make sure we edit that in post.
Anyways, I've just been told I look like him, so I would say Emil Hirsch. He was in like The Girl Next Door, Lone Survivor.
Okay, yeah. I can see it.
I'd have to say him,
yeah. Who's playing Christian Brown?
I'm not very good with the pop culture and the celebrity references. My teammate Tanner Calderola gave me Matt Damon. I don't know about that one. I'd probably have to go a little more on the goofy side, probably like Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, I think both of those would be good answers. I mean, if that was the casting choices, I'd definitely buy tickets to the premiere. I don't know about everybody else, but I would be there.
If we were doing an animated version of that, he'd be Patrick Starr.
Patrick Starr.
Do the thing.
No, the thing.
That was perfect. Oh my God, Patrick! I'm such a big fan of your work.
That's great, man.
So, what about you? If there was an animated version, would you be SpongeBob then, or how would that play out?
I have no idea.
He's more of a Squidward.
More of a Squidward. Okay, I can respect that. This is perfect. Live action SpongeBob. Yeah. I know who we're contacting first. So, next one that I have for you guys. In social media posts, you guys have kind of been accredited for having the best bromance on the team. So would you guys agree with that? And if so, what has been the key to your guys' healthy bromance this season and in the past?
I would definitely agree. As you can tell, we just kind of like, bounce off each other.
Yeah. These are naturals.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of like he came kind of the same way that I did 3 years ago. He emailed Hardo. He was the old captain, or the previous captain, I guess, and just jumped on the team. They needed guys, and then I saw Tanner and Hardo outside at Fall Fest. I didn't know he had a team, but at the time I hadn't played in 4 years. I was like, yeah, I'll join. Like, why not? And yeah, we kind of both just like joined at the same time and kind of started clicking pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't if whether or not you've seen the social media that it's definitely confirmed that Braedon and I have the best romance on the team. No, he's right. We riff and we have a great time. He kind of became my best friend on the team really quickly since we joined, like you said, at pretty much the same time. And getting to play on the same line together for virtually our whole careers really helped that. Grow that, and now we're roommates and stuff. So yeah, it makes it easy.
Yeah. And what would you say that your guys' biggest takeaway is from being with this program for so long?
Takeaway,
Like, what's one thing that's gonna like resonate with you for the rest of your life? What's your Roman
gotcha.
Empire, so to speak?
Gotcha. I think just like the memories, like it was just such a it made like college like I wanted to be in college.
Right.
I wanted to be with the team. I didn't want to like let anyone down. I wanted to make sure I was working all the time, and it kind of just set like a work ethic almost um, for me going forward in my future career. Um, yeah, I think biggest takeaway is just all the memories that I made.
What's your Roadrunner Roman Empire?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to Braden. I feel like I don't have quite the statistical legacy or anything, but I think just leaving high school, I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to play competitive hockey again, and then going to school out in Minnesota for my first 2 years of college. Like I said, it was pretty tough not being able to play and being away from home and all that. So yeah, just coming here and then having those 3 years to join the team and get to play and re-enjoy hockey again for what it is, and just be a player and enjoy life. It made school easy, like Braden said. You don't really think about going to classes as much because right after it you got hockey practice or you got games in the weekends. So yeah, biggest takeaway is just going to be how much fun it is, and you know how enjoyable the times are, because they don't last forever. So
And what's next for you guys post grad?
So I'm a car salesman, so I don't know if I'll stick to that my entire life, but I definitely like sales. I'm very good at talking to people. I actually majored in, broadcast journalism, so doing what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
but it just didn't really click with me.
Yeah.
And sales did, so that's probably something that I'm gonna do for a while.
Yeah. Are you gonna look for any like future career paths, like maybe in like NHL or anything like that? Pro sports.
That's
working in their sales, marketing.
I've been
like that.
thinking about that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I originally did broadcast journalism because I wanted to do stuff with like social media for hockey and
Right.
like stuff like that. Just didn't really want to leave the sport. Like I said, didn't really click. But with sales, yeah, it'd be very cool to do like some ticket sales or just stuff like that for a sports team.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't. Next.
well, firstly, you said Braden going to the NHL. For a second, I thought you meant playing. And I was like, yeah,
Hey,
shoot for the stars,
I was
bro.
gonna shoot for the stars, like on the
Yeah.
moon. Like
Cut me off.
Yeah,
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 that was funny.
that ship sailed when I was my max height was 5'8". So
it's okay. That's when I found out I wouldn't be able to make the NBAs because I was 5'3". So I'm like,
yeah,
it's over.
parents, man.
No,
Those jeans.
I'm definitely gonna be playing a lot of adult hockey league. I'm not gonna stop playing hockey. It's gonna be in my life as long as I'm here. In terms of careers, I haven't quite figured out what that path will look like, but I want to do something with wildlife biology, something studying animals, out in the field and not having to be inside all day.
Yeah.
Just yeah, if that's working with the state park or something, or
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of career opportunities out there, I think,
Yeah.
with
So
biology.
what's like your favorite? Like, would you say like animal or like field to like study when it comes to
Yeah.
biology? Like, what got you really into that?
That's a fair question. Well, originally when I was starting to decide on a biology major, which it took me a little bit of time into college to figure that out, I was contemplating like marine biology or something like that. That would have been really hard to go and do and go to another school. But I it's studying animals. I don't know. It's pretty general, but I like land mammals, like terrestrial mammals. It's pretty nerdy, but they're really cool to study. Like I'd love to go to Africa and do like safari stuff, and they got a lot of really cool, land mammal wildlife stuff like that. I took an ornithology class, so I'm into birds too now.
Nice.
I'm a big bird guy.
Go bird watching at all?
Yeah, what's that?
You go
Yeah,
bird watching?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
absolutely.
Okay.
I've got my own binoculars, and
Perfect.
I go outside and I got my checklist and go through all the birds I look at.
We love to see it.
Yeah. So just I'm one with nature, I guess. And
Have
One
you
of-
ever seen a roadrunner out there?
no,
Freaking
I've
love.
never seen a roadrunner actually. I'm not looking in the right places.
Yeah.
Clearly, I mean I see them all the time here on campus.
Right,
but
right. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
One of the running jokes is that wherever we're at and we see a bird, it's like, "Hey, Brownie, what is that?" And I'll be like, "Oh, that's a red-crested finch." I don't know.
Normally I can, I'm all right.
Yeah.
So you
But
can
yes.
just name them off. So if we were to just like
Mhm.
throw pictures of birds up there, you'd be able to like name off. what
Not,
they were.
I don't know if I'm that good anymore. Shout out Dr. Corella. She has a great class, and yeah, she teaches it very well. But yeah, some of that has escaped me a little bit.
No, it's okay. I feel like that college burnout has just reached all of us at
Yeah.
this point.
He's out
We're
of his
just
prime.
watched and bird watching. No, I'm just kidding. So do you guys have any other closeout messages for your team? While you have the platform.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say I love you boys, and I'm gonna miss you. Good luck next season.
This is why Braedon can't go first. Yeah, I love the boys, each and every one of them. Love the coaching staff. I'm gonna miss being at the rink every day. I'm gonna be showing up as much as I can to all the games and skates and whatnot that I can. But yeah, just keep enjoying it. This team is only getting better each year, and it's really exciting to see the growth that we've taken even since we started. So yeah, just keep grinding, chugging along, and there's more nationals tournament appearances in our future.
Yeah, there is.
That we love to see. I mean, me personally, I've loved coming and covering you guys. Like it's been such an amazing experience watching from the outside looking in. Like you guys said, your culture has been incredible all season long, and it's just been an honor. So I want to thank you guys so much again for being great hosts all throughout the season and letting us shadow you, and for being here today. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you for all your work.
Coming to the games, all that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. It's been an honor. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys again for joining me today on this week's edition of The Summit. That's all we have for you this week. In the meantime, be sure to check out our YouTube channel at MyMet Media for all the latest on Roadrunner hockey, and we'll see you next time.